Y'all, so here's the thing. My husband works 2 jobs, and he works 64 hours a week, has like 1 day off. And within that one day,
The woman asking that, is she wrong to be upset that a man doesn't want to spend his day off with her and the kids? Is she wrong to be upset? You know, when I saw the video, a lot of stitch came from the men, and I know already what they're gonna say in the video. They're gonna say, "Oh, you all are looking for provider man. You all are looking for provider man. Now you've got a provider man. What else do you want from a man? He's providing for you. He goes out to work to take care of you. What else do you want?" I know they're gonna come for her because it feels as if she's selfish. If you only look at it at the man's view, I just feel, in my own opinion, I feel like if you look at it in just one direction, you're gonna blame her and be like, "You're asking for too much. You don't want a man to rest. You want to break him down or something." But if you look at it from where she's coming from as well, you'll understand that she's not asking for too much. She's not actually. Anyways, you guys, you want to listen to the main reaction? Let's go ahead and watch that video together.
so here's the thing. My husband works 2 jobs, and he works 64 hours a week.
Her husband works 64 hours a week, works 2 jobs, but she would still like to spend more time with him. He gets 1 day off a week, but she says that's not enough. I want to spend more time. Like, I want that 1 day off he has. A lot of you are calling her selfish, but she has a provider man. Sweetheart, that's what you've been asking for. You said, where are all the boys? She has one. But yet, it's still not enough for her because why? He has to work to provide for all the bills. You know, he got to pay for the $20 ground beef. You know, he got to pay for them $50 eggs. I find it funny that it's women tearing her down, calling her selfish in her comments, but she has a provider man. Sweetheart, didn't you like that one video where they were talking about provider man? Haven't you reposting and retweeting all these posts about I'm not doing 50, I want to sit at home and be in my softcore era where my husband does all the work and labor? Well, this is what your life would look like. But then when you hear it talked about, you said that woman is selfish?
Yo, so here's the thing. My husband works 2 jobs, and he works 64 hours a week, has like 1 day off. And within that 1 day, I want him to go outside with us, like me, Sophie, and him, and I want us to have a family day. He wants to stay home and spend time with us.
Unpopular opinion, apparently, based on this lady's video. She's correct and wrong at the same time. First, I find it very comical that people are like, oh my God, 64 hours a week. Some of you clearly either haven't run a business or ever been in a high-level position at a corporate position, because 60 hours is like standard. Maybe some of you haven't worked blue-collar jobs. Every dude that I know that works blue-collar jobs is like pushing 80 sometimes. The problem is the 2 jobs. Now, I don't know what kind of jobs they are. Let's assume they're high-intensive, because obviously he's working 2 jobs, so it's some sort of labor-type job. So he's probably exhausted. The compromise here is very, very simple. They basically pick a day, plan a day during the month on the day that he has off, and that's the day you go out. The other days, let that man rest. And as I usually do, I'm gonna call you both out. Some men are complaining about this because, oh, let that man rest. He needs his rest. First of all, you're a man. I don't know how else to tell you this. Be a man. It's that simple. Second, for the ladies that are like, oh my God, let that man rest. Some of you in those comment sections are the very first ones to leave a man because he wasn't spending enough time with you. It's weird how easy groupthink captures the internet. It's truly fascinating. Fascinating indeed.
My husband works 2 jobs, and he works 64 hours a week, has like 1 day off. And within that 1 day, I want him to go outside with us, like me, Sophie, and him, and I want us to have a family day. But he wants to stay home and spend time with us. But I don't want that. I want us to be outside.
Who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her? Listen, sweetheart. You is a stay-at-home mom. If your husband working 64 hours a week and only got 1 off day, don't you think that he'd rather spend it at home? At this point, you being selfish. Just let it play in your head. Your husband get 1 day at home. Do you actually think he want to not spend it at home where he pay all the bills at? Why is he living there if he ain't there? Your husband is never at home. You got more than enough time on your hand to figure some shit out before his off day get there. And not to mention, if your husband paying all the bills, and he working 64 hours a week, that means you at home all damn day, every day, just ordering shit off Amazon and spending all the goddamn money. That's probably why he don't want to go nowhere. Because when he get home and check the bank account, it ain't where it's supposed to be. Eventually, he gonna get tired of you nagging him. Now, this can mean only one thing. Maybe you doing something wrong. Maybe you not making his job easy. Maybe you just bad at planning stuff. Not saying that you're a bad mother or a bad wife. I'm just saying it gotta be something that you lacking.
There is a Latina going viral right now because her husband works 2 jobs and works 64 hours a week, right? And his only off day is Sunday. And she's like, we need you to make Sunday a family day so you can go out with me and the kids, right? And the internet is dragging her, talking about how ungrateful and appreciative she is, that he deserves to rest. I even see somebody talking about how this is why you got to choose your woman wisely, man. And I'm looking at this, man, like, yo, this is why all of y'all got to fail in marriage, bro. Because 2 things can be true at once. Does that man deserve to rest on a Sunday? Absolutely. Does his family deserve him on a Sunday as well? Absolutely, man. This is why dialogue is so important in relationships. You feel me? There's 4 Sundays in a month. There's 4 Sundays, man. He could take one Sunday, okay, we'll be home, we won't do nothing crazy, get some rest. The next Sunday, okay, let's take him to the park, right? Let's take him to watch a movie. Let's take him to an amusement park. Boy, y'all can't drag a woman, bro, for wanting to spend time with her husband and the kids, man, by going out and doing something. There's nothing wrong with that. And just because you're tired, man, and you need to get some rest, doesn't necessarily mean that life stops, bro. You have children, man. You understand what I'm saying? You got to think about that. You have a marriage, you have a family, man. That's why it sucks to be a man. You gotta do it all, man. You gotta do it all.
The lady that has a husband who works 64 hours and she wants to spend more time with him just reconfirms something that I said not too long ago, which is that y'all don't really love y'all partners. Now, it is my understanding that she came on this app genuinely asking for help and for advice, and people voiced to her that, hey, maybe you should pick up a job and work some hours so that your husband can work less hours and y'all can have some time together. And she said no. She does not love that man. Is anybody else seeing this too, or am I crazy? She would rather complain instead of getting a job to help her husband and take some of the load off his shoulders while simultaneously getting a solution to her issue. You start working, he starts working less, and y'all have more time for each other. It's a simple equation. This is the man that you're supposed to love and that you want to spend the rest of your life with, but you won't lift a finger to help him? I don't know. It just seems a little backwards to me. In my opinion, if you really love that man, then you would help him. It's just that simple. Like I said, y'all don't truly care for your partner. If you see your partner struggling, why would you not want to help them? He's supposed to compromise even more for you in that little time that he has off and has to himself, instead of you just making a compromise for him. It's not making sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
Are the new generation of women okay? Have you guys seen that video of that lady that came on this app and said her husband works 2 jobs and he works 6 days a week, 6 days, full-time jobs. And he comes home one day and she's mad at him because he wants to hang out with her in the house and not outside.
My husband works 2 jobs. He works 64 hours a week. Has like 1 day off. And within that 1 day, I want him to go outside with us. But he wants to stay home and spend time with us. But I don't want that. I want us to be outside. Am I being reasonable or am I being a bad thing?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
God forbid the man wants to enjoy the house that he's paying for. She then made a video of her husband buying her dinner as if the husband was wrong to apologize for making her upset that he is tired and wants to hang out with them in the house. Are we okay?
Wow, the pressure is getting worse.
I fear social media has ruined the sanctity of like marriage, relationships, personal development, personal growth, and personal issues. Because 1, why would you bring this to the internet? 2, why would you do some type of humiliation ritual on your husband to make him bring you dinner when you're the one that's in the wrong? The man is working 6 days a week, 2 jobs. Your child is old enough that it's a toddler. You could get a job, but okay, fine. Let the man enjoy the house. God forbid the man wants to enjoy the house that he's paying for. God forbid. Is this a joke? We're in the 12th. I've said this before. I think the world ended in 2020, and we've been living in an alternate reality ever since then. Because this can't be real.
That stay-at-home mom who's upset with her husband because while he works 2 jobs, 64 hours a week, and gets 1 day off, and on that 1 day off, she wants to go outside with the family, be outside, bop around outside, and he don't want to. He want to be at home. He suggested John do something at the house. Listen, I feel you. I understand wanting to be outside, but you might have to let this one go.
You might have to let this one go, because if I don't work 64 hours in the week, one day off, you better not even talk to me on my day off. Hell, a regular 40-hour week pissed me off plenty. But I will say this. How about y'all just compromise, man? How about you do one outing a month, right? And then you might do one inning, one family gathering at home, and every other month y'all switch off who planning. You see what I'm saying? But them other 2 weekends, let that man sleep.
Just seen the video of the young lady where she says that her husband works 64 hours a week because he has 2 jobs. And she's a little upset at the moment because on his only day off in the week, she wants to go out and do things, and he wants to stay home and do things with them, which he's agreed to. He'll stay home and do things, but he doesn't want to go out. She's proposing the question like, is she wrong for wanting to go out and do stuff, and should she feel a certain way like, hey, he doesn't want to do it? You know what I mean? Like, you get the drift. And first, I'm going to say, anybody working 64 hours a week on their only day off, it's going to be hard for them to want to go out and do stuff activity-wise. And you did make that video asking for advice, so I'm not going to go here and berate you. I'm guessing possibly you are a stay-at-home mother. I'm not too sure, but if he is working 64 hours, I would guess that's the setup and that's the situation. I do think if you're going to want to do activities like that, it's probably going to have to be planned. Like, you guys maybe do 1 to 3 vacations a year where you get time together to do those stuff. Or even find indoor activities that don't require you guys to go out, spending time baking, cooking, stuff like that.
My husband works 2 jobs, and he works 64 hours a week. Has like one day off. And within that one day, I want him to go outside with us, like me, Sophie, and him, and I want us to have a family day. But he wants to stay home and spend time with us.
Answer your question for you. Yes, you're ungrateful, you're selfish, and you're not thinking of your husband. Your husband works 64 hours a week, works 2 jobs. He only gets 4 days off a month. He gets 48 days off a year. That's crazy that you can't understand that man don't want to go outside. He wants to be in the house so he can rest. If you want to go outside, what you could do is one of those weekends, you go outside for 2-3 hours at the most, and then you come home and you let that man rest. And then on another day, another weekend, which is spread apart, you know what I'm saying? It could be the first weekend of the month, the first weekend of the month, or the 4th weekend of the month, right? Where that weekend you do something in the house, movies, game night, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation may be. But you're not thinking of your husband, your provider husband. You're not thinking of him. You don't care for that man at all, because if you did care for that man, you would know sleep, rest is needed, because that man is going to be delirious without it. What makes this even worse is the fact that on her page, she later on posted that this man folded. He folded. He bought her food and was like, okay, I'll go out with you. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was in the right. A lot of y'all dudes be bending the knee just to make someone happy, not realizing that you're destroying your own well-being at doing so. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't care how mad she get at you. You should stand on 10 and let her know, yo, I got 4 days within the month that I have a day off. If you can't take my compromise, then it is what it is. I'm sleeping. If you got a problem with you and get upset, go to your mom's house, or you can get a divorce right now so that I can only work 1 job and I don't have to suffer like this. Because it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. And then she chooses to turn off all her comments in her other videos, knowing full well people don't agree with her. Bad wife.
I was expecting this reaction from the men. I know they're going to call her selfish. I know they're going to come for her. I know. The thing is, a comment section, she turned off a comment section. Probably she got a lot of hates from the videos. I don't know. Anyway, she turned off a comment section so I can get to see what other people were saying about it. But the thing is, most people are telling her that she's been selfish and all of that. Do you think she's selfish? I still hold on to my first opinion in the first video of the women reaction. saying that she's not selfish. They just need balance in that family. And yes, the man is working, she's also working, and she needs that closure, and she needs also a break. His own break is also our own break, where she can go out and have time with the family. Because if she decides to go out and leave the kids with the husband, is a problem. That everybody's gonna come for her that you are wicked. Why did you leave your child with your husband the only day off that he has in the week? Anyway, I also want to talk about this job thing that people are saying, which is very annoying to hear. The fact that people are telling her, go get a job. All you do is lie down at home or stay at home and order from Amazon, do this and do that. You watch movie, Netflix and chill while your man is out there, working his ass out, and he only has a day off in the week, and you're still telling him to go out and enjoy with you. You're being selfish, go get a job. The thing is, this is what I say when I tell you that stay at home mom. I don't even know how to explain it, because the kind of work those women do, people don't see it. No matter what you do as a mom, no matter how you stop work, you're not going to work just because you are the only available parent to take care of your own child, of you guys' children. People are still going to tell you what all you do is just lie down at home and take care of. They don't see that as a work, and that's the thing. Motherhood is a serious job. People are not talking about it. People don't want to even understand and even empathize with that. The fact that she works 24 hours a day. People don't want to do that. The fact that she's also what he goes to work and come back, she will still make dinner, cook, clean, and all of that. Aside from motherhood, she still do cleaning and cooking and all of that. She's going to get exhausted, just as a man is also going to be exhausted. So they are both working. The only difference is that she's not getting paid of the job she's working. Like, our own job is just voluntary service, okay? And nobody sees the work, nobody sees the job. That is why no matter how much you put in as a mom, nobody sees what you do. They still see you as you're doing nothing. Because if you listen to almost everybody talk, when they want to tell her she's selfish, they tell her go get a job. Oh, you're just staying at home. She's not just staying at home. She's not just staying at home. Staying with kids alone is a job. That's a nanny work that people get paid for. Cooking for the kids is a cook job that people get paid for, but she's not getting paid. Seeing and doing the same thing over and over and over again, cleaning, it is draining. At a point, you start enjoying it because it's your lifestyle. But really, you need a break. So I personally feel like that break that her husband has, she want to go out there and enjoy it, because she's thinking that if I leave him with the children at home, he might not be able to look after them the way I want to. So let all of us go out and enjoy outside. One thing about relationship is you have to balance things. Okay, if you want your relationship to work, you need balance. Okay, you just thinking, oh, when I provide, that's all I'm gonna give. You need balance. If your woman is asking for extra attention, extra, communication or whatever, you need to balance it. The best thing is for you guys to sit down and be like, okay, we have 4 days off in a month. Are we going to use the 2 or we're going to use 1? You guys can start with 1. Maybe once in 2 months, once in a month. It depends on how they want to do it. I just feel like it can work. Both of them can enjoy if they communicate well. And she's not wrong to be upset. She needs extra time to spend with her man, and she doesn't want to spend it inside the house, because all she does is be in the house all day, all night when he's out there working. So she needs to go out and spend time with her man, because that's the only time she gets to see him. And she doesn't want to spend it inside the house. That's the only time she gets to see him, and she wants to spend it outside. She needs to also spend time with her man. So she's not wrong to be upset. I personally feel like she's not wrong to be upset. It is normal. That is what she wants, okay? What is your take on this video? Do you think it's wrong for her to be upset? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. It's your girl Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.